Good morning, everybody. Hi, Holly King, Go Diaries. So, taking you on my walk this morning before heading to work. So, how's it going? Let's see, it's Thursday. It's August the 6th, 7th. Sometimes I don't know. The days run together. And when I wake up in the morning, I just kind of have my plan in my pocket, and my scheduler tells me who's coming and where to be. So it's nice to be micromanaged by a machine, right? Anyway, I hope this day brings to you many, many blessings. So I'm on my walk this morning, and as I got ready, I thought, well, I'm going to do a video, keep the momentum going now here for several years. So I thought, what do I want to talk about? Because I want to talk about everything, right? So, but the art of survival came to me, and I was like, ooh, what do you mean, Spirit? So, the art of survival, right? So, what's that mean? Well, in our world right now, since we have had such an incredible change ever since, pretty much 2020 started, it's kind of been necessary for human beings to figure out how to survive in a new normal, right? So we're like, whoa, everything's different. So if you go out in public, you need to be conscious of not spreading said thing. So, fast forward, here it is, going into the end of the first week of August. And I talked to two people yesterday in passing, and I said, I swear I feel like I still live in like the Twilight Zone, right? And they're like, like it didn't surprise them, right? And I'm like, okay, good. I'm glad I'm not crazy. So anyway, jury's out on that. But surviving, right? So how will we move forward in surviving such a global change? So y'all know me, I like to dig and study and try to, really tap into spirit and say, what do you want for us as a species? As a human being who walks upright, most of us do, some of us can't, but, living on this planet, because now that we have the worldwide internet, we have access to so much information about everything, but as human beings who need to grow vegetables and eat and drink water and just live in a safe space when we're at home, this has been challenging for so many people on so many different levels. And what I mean by that is we think about COVID being an attack on our bodies as a sickness, right? Like as a disease. We don't want to catch it. If we do get it, there's a lot to it. And some people don't experience any symptoms, and other people, well, they die. That's not funny. So it's not funny at all. But that is one of so many different impacts on our society. So, I don't know what it's like in other world countries, but I do know what it's like in America, and I especially know what it's like in my own community, in my own city, quite well. So, and how COVID affects people individually has been so vastly different. It has stimulated changes for moms that have to keep the kids at home while they work online. Believe me, that cannot be easy, and then I think about all of the women right now that are carrying babies and having, children right now, delivering, infants. And I can't imagine the deep-rooted concern, I would call it fear, it'd be fear for me, but the deep-rooted concern as a new mom on, how the heck am I gonna raise this kid in society? So when we look at big picture thinking, things are just different. So we have to do things different, because the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and 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 over again and expecting a different result. Now, sometimes in the art of surviving, Human beings have to do the same thing over and over and over again until they break the mold, or they break down the obstacle that has been in their way. And that could be an energetic obstacle, right? So let's say you struggle with money for whatever reason. You know you can manifest money. You know you can produce in your field of expertise, whatever it may be. You know you have a gift to give back to others, such as massage therapy, or you're a mechanic, or you are a chef. I mean, the people in the service industries, they get in those industries because they have a passion. All of this is going down to one chakra, you all. It's called the root. So as a Reiki master and as a teacher of holistic arts, if we can't get to the root of the issue, AKA right now is how do we survive during a pandemic, If we can't get to the root of the issue, what we're going to see statistically are people are going to start having even worse mental health issues. I want to talk about that because this year, as I renew my massage therapy license, one of the continuing education classes I took was a certificate for 25 hours in integrative health studies, concentrating on the mental emotional health issues of a human, a body, right? A body worker. So it's interesting when we educate ourselves, sometimes we know things, but yet our bodies are so powerful, the need to survive, to balance the fear and the emotion and the things about money and change and relationships, all of that stuff that gets us stuck, right? So how do we move forward in that as, say, yoga teachers, holistic practitioners, chiropractors, even our physicians? So, because the more we have to treat people that are struggling from the mental, emotional standpoint of what COVID has done to the economy and to our families, and for heaven's sakes, if you don't see what's going on politically, smack yourself, for God's sakes. Wake that third eye up. Humans, we do not need to be ripping each other to shreds. I know for a fact there needs to be some serious reorganization of our cultures. No doubt. I would jump up and down and scream right now in the middle of the street to say, we have to bridge the gap between culture. It's not about black and white. I grew up in the South End and I was a minority, but what was coming into our culture, I went to a high school that had Asian and black and white and poor and rich and every and Hindu, all of this is coming in when I graduated high school. I didn't have a problem with it. What I did have a problem with was I got picked on. So we'll talk about that later in my book. But, this is not about what is on the skin. This is not about, this is about something bigger. And so I'm actually really thankful for technology in this moment because I'm able to speak my truth, right? So as I heal my body from stress and anxiety and fear and worry and the whole, I'm going to collapse in the stress of, massive upheaval in our world. I am a social empath. I'm not a sociopath. I am what we would call a social empath. Empaths have a place in our world. So, which brings me to the art of survival, right? I've been educating myself on whether or not we are able to get into a collective state of mind with others and bring love down on the planet, even including aliens. Now, I say that because I've been watching some serious documentaries on said Netflix about how we are using modern technology, the power of the mind, hopefully the power of love, to communicate with E.T.? I'm just watching the documentation. I'm not saying it's yay or nay, but do I believe? Absolutely. If anything, Lord have mercy, I believe in angels. Enough said about alternative beings. But ladies and gentlemen, what if it's really true? What if we really have access to a higher state of mind and a better way of doing things in our world? And what if the angelic beings on the other side, whatever you want to call them, are trying to press through the veil that is spoken about in the Bible? And they're like, guys, chill out. You're going to annihilate yourself. You're shaking Gaia, Terra, Mother Earth. You are shaking the vibration of survival down on your planet. So stop. But are we going to stop? Probably not. And that's okay, because when you really take the mind of love and you really take yourself in consideration as being a spiritual being on top of being a human being, you can work through your mind, your body, your spirit, your energy, and actually ascend past the drama. Because the one thing in therapy that therapists, clinical, social therapists, massage therapists, you name it, therapist is a therapist is a therapist. The one thing we are seeing as an industry, a professional, license-driven industry, is that people are mentally stressed out. It is affecting their entire body. It is affecting their digestion. It is affecting their reproductive systems. And it is affecting their entire body. Because if we live in fear of the what ifs and we go towards, those fear mentalities of hoarding this toilet paper and, freaking out about like, oh my God, I don't have any money in the bank and da-da-da. Like, it's a real fear. People get scared. But we're also taking in a lot of visualization through modern technology that says, over here Johnny was shot, over here Sally was beaten, over here, the buildings are blowing up in your city. And you're like, oh my God, just spend the last year walking a bridge, beaming Reiki to pray for our city for abundance. And it's going, okay, so what? Y'all know me. But anyway, I'm excited to wake up today and even have the opportunity to leave this message of hope out there to say, we can do our world a better way. It's going to take some real spiritual leadership to stand up and have like a oneness mentality without compromising an individual's belief system. Now, how you do that in our world, it's an art. But it is the art of survival, because if I see my brother begging bread and I got a whole loaf of bread in my hand and I walk past and I don't help, then I'm held accountable for that. But also the brother begging bread who won't get off his duff and take the resources that are handed to them because they want something else better, he's accountable for his journey too. So when I walk around my city and I can count on one corner yesterday, 7 panhandlers, I don't really know the proper word, 7 though. They're standing on the corner of Brook Street and Broadway, downtown. And it was a mix of people. So it was 2 black guys, a black guy, a white woman, and then there were 2 white guys and another black guy. I think that's 7, because I counted, right? Awareness, right? So, and I sat there and watched the black guy and the white woman some pills, and then she slipped him some money, and then she took off. I was like, right in a broad daylight, though. Hey, good thinking, right? Yeah, that's what I visualized yesterday in my own city. When I get off the exit for my off-ramp on the expressway, it's a rotation of people saying, I'm hungry, give me food. Programs. If we can afford to fund programs, billions of trillions, a gazillion, a dillion dollars to talk to aliens and get technology that you can see me on this device, What the hell can we not fund programs that really clean up our streets? Anyway, I've been rambling on 15 minutes. I'm actually going to take off running now. So thank you for watching. And know that everything I do, I try to do in the power of love. I'm not always right. But I'm working on opening my solar plex now and promoting friends' businesses, because there are things that have helped heal my body. That has been the slow bus. But if we want real change, if we want to adopt a real change mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, learn how to live in the art of survival without fear, then we need to really look deeply at, our practices and what we're doing in life. And that includes money. So anyway, hope you have a great day. Be blessed. We'll talk to you soon. If you want more information about a session, you can go to my website at www.thereikistation.com. Request an appointment. If you are out of state, request a virtual appointment. Those are available to you as well. You will get just as much energy from me as you have this video for a whole hour. So anyway, and I'll be able to see you. So, all right, guys, that's it. Live the dream. We'll see you later. All right. Bye.